Your
Okay,
desktop.
beautiful. Okay, so when people come and say, well, how do I do a video? The very first thing I say is to make yourself a script. And this is the sample script I give out because, you know, what we do, Desiree probably understands this, but maybe you other folks that are not doing videos or presentations, you tell the person, write down everything that you want to get across and write down the images that you want to see. And this is as basic as I could get it. I've done this script several times, most notably for the folks at Washington Crossing Park for the film I did last year for them about, you know, the torturous trials and tribulations of the soldiers and George Washington as they crossed the Delaware, the story that wasn't known about getting the boats across and the way they got the boats across. So you start with video on this side, audio on this side, and audio, not just the narrator's name or the narrator, what the narrator is saying, but every little thing. Like if there's what we call nat sound, there's like a pop or a squeak, you hear the rushing of the water. You write that in, because even if it's just 3 seconds of a swoosh, that takes time. And so you have to time it out. You put that in. And then over on this side, like, you put a picture of what it is that the folks are seeing. And with this 2-column script, I find that it helps out. People kind of get it. They take their ideas that they've been scribbling, either they've been scribbling on a pad or they've been writing them in a, you know, on a text or in a whatever, a Word document. And so these are the terms. These are basic terms. TCU is tight close up. You don't really have to do this, although if you do, it's better because you get an idea. The WS is wide shot, medium shot, that's pretty self-explanatory. And nat shot, I mentioned before. If you're going to use chirping birds, a babbling brook, you have to signify that over here, because people, when they're reading the script before the movie or the video gets done, you want to visualize and hear what is going to happen on screen. And so you have to put in the audio and the video and what's going to be happening. So that's the way I start out when folks come to me and they want to make a video. I start with that. And an example of, now moving on to another quick topic, an example of a video that I've done. Actually, I did this video before I got a job. I was working for cable, and they asked me if I asked if I could take the gear to Canada. I was working for Cross Country Cable. And I said, can I take the equipment to Canada and do a special about fishing in Canada? And this was Cross Country Cable in Somerville. This was my first job. It was sort of an internship in the job. And they said, yeah. So in like 1980 or 81, I took gear to Canada, and I made this little, what's happening? Can you see it? Are you able to hear that? Hello? Were you able to hear that?
No, we couldn't hear it.
Oh, sorry about that. Well, the idea is that I borrowed the gear, and they were very happy to let me take it, because the majority of my fellow fishermen were from Piscataway, And that was the town where Cross Country Cable was trying to get their cable TV franchise into there. And so they were very excited about that. How am I doing on time? How much do I have to go? I mean, how much is the total?
10 minutes. You're for 4 minutes, 54 seconds remaining.
Oh, okay. Um, so I just want to see if the audio is going to play through here. And if it's not, I'll just ramble on. Are you able? No audio? Shoot. Okay. Well, then in that case, let's go back to, I'll just kind of narrate. Sorry that you can't hear this. I have to get my act together better for next time. So, oh, you know what I'll do? Here's what I'll do. I'll show you the interface of Final Cut, which is what I use to edit. And we don't have to hear what's happening. So this is this is the timeline. Can you guys hear any of this?
Yeah, so what's the difference between the script and a storyboard that I've seen in documentaries where they have the shots laid out, kind of drawn out?
I think I would say they're very much the same, except in a storyboard, you're going to add like little mini images of what it's going to look like. Storyboard and script very similar.
So is it just an extra step?
Yes. Oh, there we are. You can take and add, and even if you wanted to do that in this, you could add in here, you could grab a picture of anything, like, you could add a picture here of the Van Vaten house and expand it from just a basic script to a storyboard.
And when you're editing, is there a general rule of thumb of the amount of hours of footage you have to the final product?
Not really. Some of these documentaries, people just shoot hours and hours and hours. There's no standard ratio. It's just kind of, whatever you end up with. But always shoot more. Don't stop shooting. Like if you think, oh, I got that shot, or I don't need that shot. If you're thinking about it, do I need to get that extra shot? Always get it, and always get a wide shot. Always get a wide shot of the building, of the house, of the courthouse. Many times I would kick myself. I'd come back and I would realize I forgot to get the wide shot.